Hi everybody, happy Monday. So today I wanted to offer you a little meditation, and this meditation is about your heartbeat. So it's called a heartbeat meditation, and you can use this meditation sometimes when we're having really big feelings. Our heart starts beating faster. And so something that we can do to help us kind of navigate or move through our big feelings is to kind of take notice of what our heart is doing and take notice of what our breathing is doing. And by practicing those things, it can help us when we're feeling like sometimes when we're feeling really excited, our heart starts beating really fast, or when we're feeling really angry, our heart starts beating really fast, or when we're feeling really worried, our heart might start beating really fast. So right now, something you can do is find your heartbeat. And you can't do this when you're talking, because when you're talking, you can only feel the vibration of your voice. So it has to be so quiet. And when your voice is really, really quiet, you can put your hand over your chest, and you might need to feel around. And it's a little bit tricky. So if you have a hard time finding your heartbeat, you can ask somebody at your house for help. And once you find it, show me with your fist. Maybe your heart is beating like this. It's beating really fast because you're really excited, or maybe you've been running around, and so your heart's beating really fast. Maybe you're feeling really calm, and your heart is beating really slow, like this. So show on your fist what your heart is, the speed that your heart is beating. My heart's beating like this. It's beating pretty slow because I'm feeling pretty calm. And so when we take notice of our heart, we can take notice of what's happening inside of our body. And something that's really important about hearts is that when our heart is beating, it's pumping blood. So every time it squishes together, it spreads blood through our body, which all parts of our body need, and especially to our brain. And when the blood is going through, it's picking up oxygen. So when we breathe in and we breathe out, it brings air into our blood, and it helps move the air through. And so sometimes when we're having big feelings, our brains aren't getting enough air. They're not getting enough oxygen. So when we're really, really angry, or we're having a tantrum, or we're feeling really sad or really mad, our brain isn't getting all the air that it needs. And so it's really, really important that when we're feeling those really big feelings, we help our brain get some air. So find your heart pace and show me on your fist. And we're going to do 3 big breaths together, and then I'm going to show you some different ways to do big breaths. So one thing that I like, that it helps me remember how to take a deep breath, is that when you're breathing in through your nose, you're going to pretend that you're smelling like a beautiful flower. So close your eyes and think of the most beautiful flower you can think of. For me, it's a sunflower. Sunflowers are one of my favorite flowers, but they don't really smell like anything. So maybe I can think of a rose, because roses smell really beautiful. So take a deep breath in and smell your rose. And then once your air is inside, you're going to blow it out like you're blowing out a birthday candle. Let's do that 2 more times. Smell your flower. And blow out your candle. 1 more. And every time we do that, it brings air in through our nose and down into our lungs, and then our lungs expand, and it helps get air into our blood that's moving around through our body, that's keeping us alive. And so your heart and your lungs are a big part of your life force, a big part of your strength, and what keeps you living and moving and able to do all of the fun things that you do throughout the day. So when you're having a hard time or you're having a big feeling, it's a good idea, it can help to go to a place where you feel safe. So that might be in your bed. Maybe you have a special safe place in your house that's like a chair or a cozy tent or a cozy spot. And so when you're having really big feelings, you can go to your safe place and you can check on your heart. You have to get your voice quiet, so that part's really hard. You can check on your heart and show yourself what your heart is beating like. It's probably going like this. If you're having like a big tantrum or big feelings, probably going like this. And you check in with your heart. And then try to bring your brain and your heart some oxygen. So you're going to take some of those big breaths that we just did. And another really fun, I wanted to share with you, another really fun way to do some breathing is, there's a few different ones. So one that I really like that is fun is called a balloon breath. And so to do the balloon breath, you put your hands on top of your head like this. And when you breathe your air in, you're going to fill up your balloon. So it goes like this until your balloon is really full. And then when you let your air out, you're going to make your, like when you let go of a balloon before you tie it and it goes, you're going to do that. And then you're going to let your hands go like this. And that's a balloon breath. So let's try that one together. Get your hands on top of your head. And we're going to breathe in and out. And that one is really kind of a funny one. So that one's a fun way to check on your breathing. And I'm going to share one more with you, and then I'll share some other ones later. But one more that's really good is called the drain. And the drain is like you put your hands in fists like this, and you're going to squeeze everything in your body. So all the muscles, your face, your hands, you're going to squeeze everything as tight as you can when you breathe in. So you're going to breathe in, make everything really, really tight, and then you're going to breathe out like a drain, like all the water is going through the drain, and then you let everything get like super loosey-goosey. So you start with everything tight and then loose. So let's do one more of those together. So get your hands ready, and you're gonna make everything so tight. Breathe in and breathe out and let everything go. So those are some strategies, those are some tools that can help you when you're feeling big feelings, because sometimes when we're stuck inside of our house, or we're with our families for a really long time, or sometimes when like our brothers and sisters are challenging us and we're having a hard time keeping our feelings together, breathing and checking on your heart are two things that can really help navigate through those big feelings, because our heart and our breath are the two most important things that keep us alive. So it's important to check in with those things and check on those things and make sure that we're practicing. So I hope you have a wonderful day, and I hope that the next time that you're having a big feeling, you check in with your heart. Maybe you're going to do a balloon breath or a drain breath, or just a smell the flower and blow out the candle breath. And so I'm wishing you well, and I'll see you soon.